Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Christina Burgard, the Technical Consultant for Kreisel USA, and in today's webinar I'm going to discuss some of the technical information regarding Kreisel Leaf Shine and Seal. I'd like to start with the results of a survey conducted by Garden Center magazine, where they asked garden center owners and managers what they thought was the primary motivator behind their sales in 2017. According to the survey, the quality of the plant products was the primary factor that positively impacted sales. 44% of respondents also indicated that advertising and marketing had a positive influence. So what does a high-quality plant look like to a consumer? As we know, color drives sales, so flowers have to be vibrant, numerous, and intact. Foliage should also be deep green, clean, and healthy, without any nutritional problems causing chlorosis or necrosis, and without any physical damage or evidence of pests or disease. A wilted plant will not sell on the shelf, so plants need to stay hydrated to look their best, and of course, any marketing material, such as labels or packaging, need to be aesthetically pleasing. Overall, the plant has to look fresh. If you're looking for a simple and inexpensive solution to enhance the quality of your plants, then Kreisel Leaf Shine and Seal is for you. By adding a natural shine to foliage, you can sell your plants in high definition. Kreisel Leaf Shine and Seal can help increase sales by maximizing the aesthetic value of plants on the shelf. It does this by enhancing the color and quality of foliage, and if there are blooms on the plant, it can help develop a contrast between the flowers and the leaves. This is a low-cost upgrade that adds a subtle shine, and it's very easy to implement into marketing programs. Even the best-grown, most beautiful plants have room for improvement. At the end of the day, you want to be able to display them in the best possible way, similar to how lighting in a jewelry store enhances the brilliance of a diamond. Kreisel Leaf Shine and Seal is a marketing tool to help make your plants more attractive and boost sales. It does this by enhancing the definition of foliage while providing a spotless shine. As an added bonus, Kreisel Leaf Shine and Seal can clean imperfections on foliage surfaces such as hard water stains and pesticide spray residue. I like to think of Kreisel Leaf Shine and Seal as a product that enhances already beautiful plants. So this photograph here is of the same poinsettia. On the left is a before picture with some spray residue on the foliage. On the right is after the plant was sprayed with Kreisel Leaf Shine and Seal and allowed to dry. Notice the definition in the foliage and the contrast between the red bracts and the green leaves. Even clean, high-quality foliage can be improved with Kreisel Leaf Shine and Seal. Here's an example using Dracaena. Notice how the variegated foliage really pops after sprayed with the leaf shine. More often than not, foliage plants in the garden center tend to look like the ficus on the left. Beautifully grown, nice foliage, but a really distracting level of hard water stains. After a spray application of Kreisel Leaf Shine and Seal, the hard water stains are no more, and the foliage looks its best. Scheffler is another plant that also frequently has dirty foliage at retail. With the spray of Kreisel Leaf Shine and Seal, you can enhance the quality of that foliage and give your plants a competitive edge. Similar to the Dracaena shown earlier, Calathea and other variegated plants have the most to gain from a spray of Kreisel Leaf Shine and Seal. This is because the shine maximizes the contrast in the foliage. It works with the variegation and really makes the colors stand out. Anthuriums are famous for their colorful blooms. However, with the spray of Kreisel Leaf Shine and Seal, you can bring some attention to that gorgeous tropical foliage. I'd like to switch gears and talk about dehydration a little bit. Anyone who sold plants knows that dehydration is one of the biggest issues affecting the shelf life and quality of the plant. Wilt-sensitive plants such as hydrangeas and azaleas have a shorter shelf life than others. Long transit times, which are really common in the United States, are often in days rather than hours, where plants don't receive any additional water. Smaller pots, such as 6-inch pots and smaller, have a smaller water reserve in the soil for those plants. In addition, retailers often don't have a sufficient labor force to ensure that plants stay perfectly hydrated before they're sold, so dehydration is something on every retailer's mind. In order to tackle the dehydration issue, we have to think a little bit about the science of water usage within a plant. Transpiration is the process by which plants move water up from the soil and eventually out through the leaves. Each leaf will have a number of stomata or small pores on the surface through which water is lost by evaporation. An antitranspirant, then, would be a compound that once it's applied to the leaves will reduce water loss. In addition to adding natural shine to foliage, Chrysal Leaf Shine and Seal is an antitranspirant. It reduces water loss by partly sealing plant stomata without causing any damage to the plant. With this, plants need to be watered less often during retail. Shelf life can be increased by up to 1 to 3 days, depending on the variety and size of the plant, as well as the environmental conditions. Because you have extended shelf life, you can reduce waste by up to 10% on average. Azaleas are wilt-sensitive plants commonly found in florists and garden centers. With a spray of Chrysal Leaf Shine and Seal, you can extend the shelf life and thus the marketability window of your plants. Lavender is also another species of plant sensitive to dehydration, as are chrysanthemums. Here's a short video of a great example of how Chrysal Leaf Shine and Seal not only enhances the aesthetics of a spathiphyllum, but also maximizes shelf life. Another great use for the seal or anti-transparent benefit of Chrysal Leaf Shine and Seal is to improve the quality of cuttings. If sprayed immediately after stick, you can reduce water loss and the overall stress of the cuttings. The result? Less lower leaf yellowing, improved rooting, higher quality of the final product, and a reduced moisture requirement also equates to a lowered disease pressure. Here's an example with geranium cuttings. The liners on the left were propagated following normal circumstances, while the liners on the right were sprayed with Chrysal Leaf Shine and Seal. The ones that were treated had better overall quality and less leaf yellowing than the ones that were not. The photos and videos that I've shown you are simply examples of the long list of crops that show a positive benefit from a spray of Chrysal Leaf Shine and Seal. Here on this slide are just a few more of those crops. Chrysal Leaf Shine and Seal is an odorless water-based product with no chill damage risk. The effects of the application will last for up to a month, meaning the shine effect or the seal effect. However, this depends, again, on the type of the plant, the irrigation method, and the environmental conditions that the plant is subject to. Also, there's no known phytotoxicity with this product. So how is Chrysal Leaf Shine and Seal different? Well, for starters, it's a water-based non-aerosol formula free of petroleum ingredients. Once the plants have been sprayed, there's no need to wipe the foliage, just let it air dry and it will form a nice even application. It's even safe to spray on blooms. So if you have flowering plants such as the azaleas that I showed earlier or an orchid, feel comfortable spraying the foliage and the flowers, and there will be no harm to the blooms. Chrysal Leaf Shine and Seal is a concentrated product, so depending on your goal, you can apply at different concentrations. So for the shine effect, or the enhancement effect as I call it, you're going to want to apply at one of 3 different rates. So if you would like for the foliage just to be a cleaned, more of like a matte finish, then your application rate will be 10 milliliters per liter, or a ratio of 1 to 100. If you'd like a little bit more shine, silk gloss, then an application rate of 25 milliliters per liter, or a ratio of 1 to 40. If you would really like to maximize that shine for a high gloss, then apply at a rate of 50 milliliters per liter, or a ratio of 1 to 20. Now these are just examples of what the shine would look like on a monstera, but on different plants with different foliage, you can have different results. So try it out and see which rate you like most. For the anti-transparent or seal effect, the biggest difference in application is going to be how you apply it. So because most of the stomata on leaves are on the underside, you're going to need to make sure that you spray both the upper and lower surfaces of the leaves. And you're going to want to spray droplets until runoff. For most plants, an application rate of 25 milliliters per liter, or a ratio of 1 to 40, will cause an anti-transparent benefit or a seal effect. For plants with a higher transpiration rate, such as hydrangea, you're going to need a higher concentration of leaf shine. So 50 milliliters per liter is a recommended rate, which is equivalent to a ratio of 1 to 20. Since most of our recommended dosages are in metric units, I have gone ahead and created a dosage chart which converts to American or imperial units, meaning we're going from milliliters per liter to fluid ounces per gallon. So for example, for our recommended rate, the starting rate of 25 milliliters per liter for a silk gloss or for the anti-transparent effect, that equates to 3.2 fluid ounces per 1 gallon. And of course, the ratio is going to be the same whether it's metric or American units, and that's a 1 to 40 application rate. Chrysal Leaf Shine and Seal is applied as a foliar spray, so you can use a plant sprayer, backpack sprayer, spray boom, spray tunnel, or atomizer depending on your application and your scale. So in general, like I said earlier, if you're looking for just a shine effect, spraying the tops of the foliage alone is sufficient. So if you have a spray tunnel, just nozzles from overhead, versus if you're looking for the seal effect, a spray tunnel would require nozzles on the top and on the sides. A backpack sprayer also would allow you to have more control of the direction of your spray, so you can get in up and under the foliage to spray for the anti-transparent effect. When pressure sprayers are used, make sure to set the pressure at 2 bar. The drying time of the application depends on the humidity. In general, the higher the humidity, the longer it takes to dry, but it will take up to 4 hours to dry. That is kind of a maximum time. Plants can be sleeved or packed into boxes immediately after the application of the leaf shine without the risk of residue formation or additional fungal disease pressure. And of course, Chrysal advises small-scale tests prior to large-scale application of the product. Just a few more recommendations. Like I said before, spray both the upper and lower surfaces of the leaves for the best anti-transpirant benefit. Avoid the accumulation of spray in the heart or the center of the plants. Keep it nice and uniform and on the foliage. Plants shouldn't be placed in direct sunlight whilst being sprayed or before completely dry. Again, this is just a preventative measure that's common for any foliar application in the greenhouse. The ready-to-use solution, meaning what's in your spray bottle, your pump sprayer, or what have you, can be reused and stored for a maximum of 48 hours. So if you don't use it today, you can use it tomorrow or the next day. Don't mix your residual, solutions from yesterday or the day before with freshly made ones. Keep the fresh ones separate. Avoid spraying any surfaces such as furniture, walls, and floors to prevent any issues with stains or the risk of slipping. Make sure to use a waterproof mat to avoid any spray residue on floors, just a safety precaution. Kreisel also recommends to clean all your equipment after use with a detergent and a soap solution to make sure that they're cleaned as best as possible. The concentrate for Kreisel Leaf Shine and Seal should be stored in a dark and dry place, preferably between 40 and 60 degrees Fahrenheit. If it's stored properly, it has a shelf life of approximately 12 months. The bottle has a clear panel on the side, allowing you to look into the bottle. The concentrate should look milky white, solid colored. If the product has separated, it is no longer effective, so you're going to need to order another bottle. Kreisel Leaf Shine and Seal is available in 1 liter and 200 liter sizes in North America. Please contact your local Kreisel sales representative for product availability and pricing. Thank you.